Yo guys, today I'm going to be helping you qualify to FNCS Round 2 in Chapter 5 Season 2. As we all know, FNCS is only a couple of weeks away now, so if you're watching this video, you're already taking the correct steps if you want to qualify. There are two things you need to do before you can even compete in this season's FNCS. Once again, the format is duos, so you need to find yourself a duo if you don't already have one. The second thing you need to do is reach Plat in Battle Royale Build Ranked, as that is the requirement this season to even be able to compete in FNCS. After that, to qualify to Round 2, assuming you're playing on EU or NA, you need to be within the top 2,000 duos in Round 1 to qualify, and that is top 1,000 in all the other regions. Taking a look at last season's FNCS on NA, it took 340 points to qualify from Round 1 to Round 2. Now, that is a good estimate for this season, but don't guarantee yourself with those amount of points. You definitely want to get more than 340 to guarantee yourself the qualification, as you never know what will happen this season. Now, taking a look at the format, the point system, you get 65 points for winning the whole game, 9 of those being solely from the Victory Royale, and it is 2 points per elimination. So as you can infer, it is very placement based, so you shouldn't go around W keying in every game. But if you have the ability to do so, you can probably W key in your first game, as the quality of players is probably lower than the rest of the games you will have, so it is a good chance to get ahead of the curve of players and get more points so you're higher on the leaderboard. But that will put you in higher lobbies with more pro players, so that is your risk if you want to take it. Now, if you're watching this video weeks in advance of FNCS, then this is a good time to start practicing a drop spot. If you're not someone that's too confident with their ability off spawn, then you want to land on a split drop, maybe somewhere on the edge of the map so less people rotate around you. But if you're someone that's good at fighting off spawn and you have mastered a spot already on the map, then land at a POI, maybe even a mythic POI, as that will give you a significant advantage in many things that I will talk about later, such as surge and loot. This season we have very different medallions to last season. We have the aspect of agility, which gives you underworld dash charges over time. We have the aspect of combat, which gives you more damage with ranged weapons. We have the aspect of speed, which makes you faster when you sprint, and when you jump you go higher. And you have the aspect of Siphon, which gives you Siphon on elimination. So they're very different to last season's medallions, where when you got hit, you got replenished up to 50 shield. So take account into that, and if any of those sound interesting to you, then think about landing at those POIs, because they are very overpowered this season and they can definitely help you qualify. Now, most pros carry an AR, shotgun, sniper, shield, and white heals. The white heals being medkits, and the shield could be fizz juice or big pots or minis, something like that. Now, you both don't have to carry a sniper. One of your teammates should carry a sniper though, because it's very necessary for surge, and the other teammate can carry triple heals. You might ask why they don't use wings and why I didn't include wings in the loadouts, and that is because it is really risky to rotate with them, especially when you're in a stack lobby full of people with incredible aim. So it's a safety hazard not to carry one, and I don't think it's a good idea if you want to rotate an endgame with it. You're gonna be eliminated really fast in the air. After off spawn, you have a number of things that you can do. You have the bunker that spawns with all the loot or all around the map. That is a big risk if you do go ahead and rotate to it. People could be camping inside if you arrive late, and if you go early, people could be camping outside. And then you have the loot island with all the rifts around, and that is you definitely should rotate to it if it's in a good position in zone. It's great to box next to for future zones with all the rifts, and if you get pushed, you have an easy ticket out to the next zone or just to run away from anyone being aggressive towards you. Now we're going to be talking about something that can literally make or break your tournament. And if you watched my previous video on how to become the best at GL, that you would know that surge is one of the biggest parts of FNCS. Since the games are so stacked, you need to have damage, and one of the perks of being contested at your drop spot or landing at a POI is that you will likely get some damage, and if you don't, then that sniper or DMR will be essential to your ability in getting surge, and you usually want to be at least 400 above each zone just to have a safety net for the next zone. I'll put the information up on the screen, but I'll also read it to you. In the first zone, there is no surge. Zones 2 to 3, the surge begins with 90 players or more remaining. Zone 4 is 74 players. Zone 5, 60 players. Zone 6, 50 players. Zone 7, 40 players. Zone 8, 36 players. And zones 9 to 12, which are the final zones, 26 players. So take that into account when you're looking at your map and you see how many people are alive and if you need surge or not. You could have a really dead game and you might not need surge, so you need to plan out your game accordingly. And finally, I'm going to re-emphasize on placement. You get more placement the further you get into the game. If you die in 6th place, you miss out on 25 possible placement points. That's around 40% of the points you can get from the whole game. So do as much as you can to get to at least top 3 in every game that you can, because that can make or break your whole tournament. If you get 2nd place, you miss out on 9 possible points. So try to get that win as hard as possible. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. I really hope these tips helped you in some sort of way, big or small. If you do qualify in FNCS, feel free to comment down below if I helped you in any sort of way. Good luck to everyone competing this season, and peace.